Bugs Bunny's Christmas Carol is an 8-minute adaptation of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol that aired originally as part of Bugs Bunny's Looney Christmas Tales. This is directed by Freleng. It aired originally in 1979. And what's really interesting about this is while Bugs Bunny does play a character from A Christmas Carol who plays a character called Fred, who is Scrooge's nephew, I assumed he would have played one of the more prominent characters. So to have him as a kind of supporting character, yet still being at the centre of the story, was cleverly done. It works really well. This was written by Tony Benedict, John W. Dunn, and Fritz Freleng. And I think they've managed to really capture the essence of the narrative while still being able to utilize his character in new ways, and I thought that was really effective and very well done. And of course, it does tell the story of A Christmas Carol, with Yosemite Sam as Scrooge, and Porky Pig as Bob Cratchit. And Porky Pig as Cratchit is adorable. It works so well, and because he's so cute and vulnerable anyway, and he's such a character who melts my heart, just seeing him trying to get warm, it was heart melting, absolutely adorable. And I have to say, Sylvester as a cat curled up snoozing by the fire, I loved. That was a wonderful addition that worked really well as well. And I liked the way Sylvester interacted with Yosemite Sam as Scrooge. Bugs Bunny definitely plays an interesting role with how he helps Porky Pig as Bob Cratchit. And I won't say too much more about the actual narrative. There are some very obvious differences. The character cast as Tiny Tim, gorgeous. Absolutely loved it. I think the casting here was brilliant. It is a kind of mishmash of characters together. Obviously all these different Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies characters coming together for this one very popular Christmas story. And even though it's a mishmash of characters, it works really well. And I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And to be honest, I'd watch a feature length. If they had turned this into a feature length adaptation, I don't necessarily think it would have the same appeal. Well, I think it would be maybe not as popular. It works very well as part of Bugs Bunny's Looney Christmas Tales. But personally, if this had been a feature, I would have adored it, I think. But they managed to do a lot with the 8 minutes. I think the character choices were really effective. Really fascinating adaptation of one of my all-time favorite Christmas stories. I'd say it's worth watching as part of Bugs Bunny's Looney Christmas Tales. But if you just want to watch it on its own, it's absolutely worth it as well. Bugs Bunny's Christmas Carol is definitely nostalgic for me. I remember it from my childhood, but it's also one of my favorite adaptations of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, without question.